case modding is still very much alive around the world. A lot of people add figures, stickers, and small extras to their PCs or repaint panels. And today, with 3D printers, you can even make your own custom parts. But here, we're talking about a much more radical type of case mod, one that completely changes what you imagine when you hear computer. And we have a great reason. This year, Bulgaria is taking part in an international competition of this kind. Thermaltake runs a yearly contest where they pick modding talents from all over the world and give them one task: keep the PC fully functional, but transform it and upgrade its form. Each participant chooses their own theme and turns it into a full case mod project. This year, it's CaseMOD Balkan 2025, with 6 participants going head-to-head. I have the responsibility of representing Bulgaria. My case mod will be judged both by online voting and by Thermaltake's own jury, who will evaluate all 6 builds and pick the winner. We'll leave links below so you can check out all the projects and vote. The contest has clear rules. You must keep at least 70% of the original case and use specific core components: an ASUS B650 motherboard, a Ryzen 9 800X3D processor, an ASUS Radeon 7800 XT graphics card, and you must base your build on the Thermaltake Tower 600 case. Custom water cooling is a key part of the competition because it allows huge freedom for modification. Different pumps, fittings, hard tubes, distro plates, and several Thermaltake CPU water blocks to choose from, so each modder can match their concept. My project, which represents Bulgaria, is called Formula 600. From the moment I received the official invitation, I wanted a concept that really matches who I am. I've built many systems for clients with custom loops and paint, but always inside the limits of a standard case. In this contest, the limits on shape and size are far looser. I'm deeply involved in motorsport, and cars are my second passion alongside computers. So the idea was obvious: a computer in the shape of a race car. The heart of the build is the Thermaltake Tower 600, a very radical case that can stand vertically or sit on your desk at a 45-degree angle using a special kit. With its sharp 45-degree corners, chamfers, and panels, it already feels a bit like a vehicle. My idea was to turn it into the cockpit and core of a car. I started with a sketch of a central race car body and laid out the main elements on the floor in the office, even using the cardboard boxes to check proportions with the nose, spoilers, and wheels. In a contest where visuals matter as much as function, bad proportions mean lost points, so I wanted the build to follow real race car proportions. A key element are the tires: big, aggressive, and sticking out beyond the fenders. We explored RC model wheels in 1:5 scale, but in the end we went all in with real racing rims and brand new karting tires, bought specifically for this project. Since the concept is a race car, I also wanted something real from motorsport, genuine carbon fiber. A friend from the motorsport scene made carbon panels to my design, which were then cut on a water jet machine for perfect shapes. Every visible element went through 2D and 3D CAD design: the nose, spoilers, mini wings in front of the front tires, suspension arms, and so on. I had some experience with CAD long ago, but here I had to quickly learn proper 3D design because it lets you see proportions and fit in virtual space before building anything. Many details like the nose went through several iterations until they fit the concept. After printing, there's a lot of post-processing, sanding, filler, primer, and multiple layers of paint, so the parts look like factory components, not raw 3D prints. The design language is consistent: octagon shapes and 45-degree angles mirroring the Tower 600. Even the suspension arms are octagonal. All of this is mounted on a welded metal frame, which is painted and carries the entire weight, because standard PC cases are not meant to hold such heavy external structures. In practice, Formula 600 has a real chassis like an older race car frame, and the PC case is integrated into it. The build is big, around 1.30 m by 90 centimeters, so I designed it to be modular. Wheels, rims, spoilers, and other large elements can be removed, otherwise it doesn't even fit through a standard door. Just like a real race car, many parts can be detached for transport. Inside this radical exterior, there is a fully functional PC. we use a full custom water cooling loop with 2 pumps, 16mm hard tubes and 2 radiators. The idea was to build a cooling system that both looks and works like something from real race cars. In Formula cars, the radiators are on the sides. The coolant is driven by pumps from the engine to the radiators and back. Here, we mirrored that concept. The custom loop not only looks like a Formula-style system, it actually cools the CPU and the rest of the components. Cold air enters from the front, flows through the configuration and exhausts out the rear, where we built a housing shaped like a jet engine with a Thermaltake SWA fan 140mm fan as the core. Additional Thermaltake fans on the front and sides, including reverse blade variants, help maintain airflow and match the racing aesthetic. Even under heavy load, the CPU and GPU stay around 50+ degrees, and the system remains very quiet. The ASUS Prime B650 motherboard is fairly bare in its stock form, so I designed a decorative panel and I/O shield that sit on top without blocking key components. Thanks to the 2 140mm front fans, strong airflow passes right under that panel, so the board is actually cooled better than in many normal builds. According to the rules, the processor is a Ryzen 9 800X3D, one of the best gaming CPUs cooled by the custom loop. The original CPU water block has a digital display and a clear plexiglass section, but no lighting. Since the theme is red, I added a special flange that raises the display and houses LEDs for a side lighting effect. The Thermaltake pump reservoirs already have lighting in the top, and we designed extra rings that light the liquid from below. Together, this creates the feeling of a futuristic glowing power unit, as if the engine of the Formula 600 is running at maximum revs. For memory, I use 4 sticks of Thermaltake DDR5, and through Thermaltake software we can control each individual LED, plus the pumps, fans and digital displays. That same software also drives the optional front LCD panel on Tower Series cases, where you can show temperatures, system stats or even short animations and clips. The graphics card is an ASUS Radeon 7 800 XT. Out of the box, it is black and without internal lighting. We repainted it and then added flexible COB LED strips inside the shroud. They look like neon but are bendable, so they fit without touching the fans or heat sinks, giving the GPU an internal glow that it doesn't have from the factory. Thanks to a Thermaltake vertical mount, the front of the card with the fans is fully visible at the top of the Formula 600. Around the car, we placed addressable LED strips with a running light effect, so even when the PC is standing still on your desk, it gives the illusion of motion forward. In the loop, I used many Thermaltake fittings with aggressive knurling that look like gear teeth, plus lots of 90-degree and 45-degree connectors. The tubes are bent to follow the same octagon and 45-degree geometry as the case and frame, so the exterior and interior design lines match. One of the biggest personal results from this project is how much I developed in 3D design and 3D printing. This technology lets us prototype and test very quickly. We're going to bring this experience back into G-Rex configurations so future clients can benefit from custom parts, better integration and more unique builds, not just from this one big project. The most important part is still ahead, the competition itself. There will be online voting and an official score from Thermaltake. We'll leave links under the video where you can check out the other 5 projects and vote. You don't have to vote for Formula 600. The idea is to support the project that speaks to you the most, whether that's mine or, for example, the Hulk-themed CaseMOD. I hope we've shown you something different, not a conventional PC, but something much more radical, and also that case modding is alive and well. Thermaltake and companies like ASUS, Samsung and AMD continue to support such initiatives. Maybe this video will give you the push to finally change your own setup and make something unique. Thank you for watching. I'm Alex and I'll see you next time.